brand new 2023 S1000RR. Build quality on this bike is not this jiggles. This is my brand new 2023 S1000RR, one of the coolest motorcycles you can buy on the market. In my opinion, probably one of the best motorcycles you can buy on the market right now. Why I only have one shoe on, it's because I propped up my phone using the boot because I don't have a tripod or anything with me, so that's why I only have one shoe on. On to the gripes that I kind of have about this bike. I don't want to like trail on and have this video be a million minutes long, so the first thing that I hate about the S1000RR is the stupid exhaust. I hate the exhaust. Go ahead and run the clip of the exhaust real quick because it's pretty bad. It literally sounds like one of those like handheld vacuum cleaners. Like, it's awful. I don't like it at all. Luckily I have an exhaust that's ready to be put on, but the process of getting an exhaust on this bike is really complicated. Since I bought this bike brand new, I really like having a warranty on these bikes, which is another thing I'm going to talk about in a second. And luckily there is a way to keep the warranty on these bikes. The dealer that is nearby offered that if I buy an exhaust through them, have it put on by them and tuned by them, which costs a lot of money, but I get to keep the warranty. I get to keep the warranty, which is great. But here's the thing. That dealer is really small, and going into the winter, I don't know if I'm going to have time to even get the exhaust on before winter. So I have almost 1,000 miles on this bike so far, and every single one of those miles have been with the stock exhaust. And to be honest, kind of sucks the enjoyment out of this bike. Now, I hate being a complainer, but if I pay this much money for a bike, I want to be able to get an exhaust on it, no problem. An exhaust is just one of those things that you need for this bike, and it just takes a long time to get one on. And they're really expensive too, so just if you're buying one of these bikes, make sure you look into how much mods cost for this bike, because it gets a little bit crazy. There is kind of like a BMW tax to it. I don't know why, but... Now, the second thing I hate about this bike, I'm going to get up close and personal with this, because you guys need to see every single issue that I've been having with this bike. There is a couple of quality control issues that I need fixed. The paint scratches very easily. Now, out in the sunlight, well, lack thereof, it's really hard to see any scratches, especially on camera. But if you're in like LED lighting, if you're at like home setting, you can see every single micro scratch across this paint. And I try to keep my paint perfect. I wax it, I clean it whenever I can. Less than 1,000 miles. I've only had this bike for 3 weeks. It's already getting some pretty major scratches across the tank and across the rest of the bike. I've already talked to the BMW dealer about this, so this is getting fixed. But right here, kind of hard to see, but I am having fork oil leak from the top of the fork. Now, I try to wipe it up whenever I can because I don't want that to get everywhere, but it is kind of bad to have a brand new bike leaking fork oil from the top of the fork, which is not something you see very commonly on a motorcycle. Like I said, it is covered under warranty, but that is not a good thing to have happen to a brand new bike. Now, the last thing I hate about this bike is going to be the dead zone in the RPM range. So between about 4,000 and 8,000 to even 10,000 RPM, some gears, I'm talking like first gear, second gear, third gear, are severely limited from the factory. I'm talking like less horsepower than like a 300cc motorcycle. It is so bad that it can, if you're trying to avoid something or get out of the way of like a car or whatever, and you gun it in like second or third gear, you're not going anywhere. Now, fortunately, this last part is just a tuning issue. When the bike gets an exhaust, an air filter, and a tune, this problem completely goes away, and the bike has a ton of torque, more torque than any other 1,000cc bike on the market. It just fixes that problem. But this problem combined with the first problem, you kind of see the issue of you have a bike that is borderline dangerous to ride at certain RPMs because you have no power in those gears. This could become a total issue if you have to wait an extended period of time for an exhaust, kind of like I have. Like I said, once these warranty issues are fixed and I get the exhaust put on and the bike is tuned and there's no more problems with it, problem solved. It's going to be that much better of a bike, and I have very little to hate about it. I think these are pretty big issues that people should know about before actually buying this bike. Just know that going into it. My recommendation is if you want a bike with absolutely no issues and is still very thrilling to ride, get an R1. I have one as well. I have an R1 at home. That bike has given me zero issues. It's still super exciting to ride. Mods are a lot cheaper, and overall has just been way more reliable of a ride, and I really like that bike too. So if I had to pick one or the other, I'd still pick the S1000, but that's just my personal taste. With that, today's video is pretty much over. If you guys liked it, please subscribe, like it. This is going to be a pretty short one. I just wanted to talk about some of the things I disliked about this bike. I'm going to be talking about some things I love about this bike as soon as the weather lets up and I have more time to actually ride it and get the exhaust on. It's cool. Don't be a baby. Don't do it. Don't do it. My forks are leaking. We don't. I already should not be right. You want to see how it's leaking?
Yeah, can I get a straw and have some of it?
Fork oil? Yeah, sure. I mean, if that's your fancy, but right there.
Damn. You can almost see it.
Well, I mean, it's pretty clearly visible.
It is.
I keep wiping it up too, so that's why it's like not terribly visible. But yeah, you okay? Are you cold?
No, I'm super hot and sweaty. I think I'm just gonna go shirtless.
Well, you fucking wore. All you wore was a jacket and a hoodie, bro. That's why.
And a shirt underneath. What the fuck else am I supposed to wear?
At least 4 layers in this. Are you kidding? These are really good sweatpants. I got another pair of these on order, dude.
Alright, well give me them.
No, they're like $100. Well, not this specific brand. I got a nicer brand, but they have like zipper pockets, and they're like thermal pants, and they're awesome.
$100 though.
Cause it's like North Face, like it's a really good brand. That's why I got it from Dick's, bro. I ordered them like 2 days ago.
Oh, you love Dick's. That explains.
I kind of want to go back on Brook Park Road. I saw something that looked like a speed camera, and I want to investigate because I've never seen it before. And I'm like, it's right by my house. I kind of blew past it. Yeah.
Oh, it's closer to the homestead area?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm like, what are you?
What are you getting at here?
I'm like, I don't want a speed camera by my house, bro. That's not cool.
That sucks. We could just dump a mag in it. We'll air that bitch out.
Not saying anything's gonna happen to it, but if it is a speed camera, something might happen to it.
It would be a shame if it.
If some mysterious figure dressed in black, kind of ruined that for the city.
Goddamn free. Is it riding with us tonight, or it's present? As soon as I fucking leave my house, I text her. She's like, "Hey, I'm going out with my friends to go ride." Calls me and wants a fucking 30-minute synopsis of like what's happening tonight. I'm like, I told you earlier what's happening earlier. Now I can't hear them. What's going on? And now I lost. And I'm like, hang up the fucking phone.
How are you even hearing anything under?
I didn't.
Did you go,
until I got off at the fucking exit. She's on the phone with me. I'm like, I can't hang up. Please hang up.
I can't post this, but it's so funny. What's she yapping about? When that thing was like, what's he yapping about?
I'm like, I just saw you earlier today. I'm like, you can't go a couple hours without seeing me?
Oh my god.
I'm like, I'll see you later tonight. I'll text you when I'm on my way. Hang up the phone.
This is funny as hell, but I cannot post it, bro. That's so sad.
Oh, you definitely can.
I can, but I'm not gonna do that.
Just post it without audio.
Just beep, 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 beep. Yeah.